Hello, everyone. My name is Daniel. So today we're gonna start off by completing this book. Actually, Walter the Farting Dog. If you weren't watching earlier, by Audrey Coleman and William Cadwinkle. So this is Walter. He's eating some snacks. Why do you think he's eating snacks? Walter knew how serious the situation was. He never He'd never see Betty and Billy again. He resolved to hold on in his farts forever. When Betty and Billy fell asleep, he walked down to the kitchen to see if there was anything around to eat. He managed to open the cupboard door with his nose and found the 25-pound bag of low-fat dog biscuits the vet had prescribed for him, which had made him fart more. Even though he knew that made him fart more, he couldn't resist. He ate the entire bag. Very tasty, said Walter to himself. Walter's on the couch. I wonder why he's there. He looks very bloated. And then he went and laid down on the sofa. A gigantic gas of bubble began to build up inside him. This is going to be trouble, he said to himself. Nervously, he was afraid of what might happen if he let it go. He thought, maybe the house would explode. So he kept it in. It wasn't easy. In fact, it was torture. But he had resolved it, never to fart again. His future depended on it. As he lay there, with his tail wrapped tightly between his legs, and heard a noise at the window. Well, no, it looks like there's robbers. Looks like some farm town people. He watched it slowly open. A pair of burglars came through. They dropped silently into the kitchen. "Watch out for the dog," said one of the burglars. "He won't bite," said the other. "He's a wimp. Walter might have bitten them, except he was so filled with gas he couldn't move. They tied a rag around his snout so he couldn't bark." "Okay," whispered the first burglar. "Let's clear this place out." They took everything they could get their hands on. Walter wanted to stop them, but he was having unbearable gas pains. He rolled on his back and waved his paws in the air. He gnashed his teeth. "We've got it all," said the second burglar. "Let's go." Oh, it looks like Walter just released doom on these guys. See, he's farting here. I wonder what's gonna happen. And that's when Walter let it fly. It was the worst fart of his life. It made a trem, tremendous, tremendous noise and shot him across the room. A hideous cloud filled the air. The burglars clutched their throats, unable to breathe. With tears in their eyes, they raced for the window. They tried to grab their bag with all the valuables in it, but their arms were too weak. "Let's get out of here." Man, this metal's carrying with them, and then there's a cop up there. I wonder if they'll get arrested. They jumped out of the window and ran up the block, choking and gasping for air. Still blinded by Walter's attack, they stepped into the headlights of an approaching police car. "Hold it right there," said the policeman. So then there's the father, looking all happy. When father and mother came down in the morning, they found the open window and they saw the bag with their valuables in it, and Walter was sitting beside it. He still had the rag tied around his snout. You, you'd have to say he looked heroic. "He saved the silverware," cried mother. "He saved the VCR," cried father. "Good dog, Walter. You're our dog, even if you do fart all the time." And so the family learned to live with Walter and the hero dog. And that's the end for our tale. See, it's children having fun. So that is Walter the Farting Dog. It's a cool book. My dad read it to me when I was like 6, 7. But I hope you guys enjoyed this book.